Right, let's start with the big man Joshua.
Yeah.
Fighting against Johnson. He's had 12 rounds. 12 fights, 22 rounds. Is he ready for a man like Johnson? On BoxRec, they've got it down as the first scheduled 12 rounder for.
Well, we'll see. Anthony's got the WBC Inter, Menta, Quinta, Canta, whatever it is. Right. So, yeah. What I'm waiting for in this fight is for Anthony Joshua, not even in this fight, but everything when he steps up. I'm waiting for 1983, Frank Bruno versus Jumbo Cummings. Remember, Jumbo Cummings was famed because he was a man that went to a draw with a comeback in Joe Frazier in 1981, right? And big muscle guy from, I think he's from Illinois or one of them places, right? Chicago. Yeah, big muscle man, right? And when he fought Frank Bruno, in the first round for a big right hand, boom, licked Frank, and Frank was like kind of, and you can see like the similarities between Anthony Joshua and Frank Bruno through muscle definition, right? He's a very well muscle, but the thing about with Anthony Joshua, where people get confused, is Anthony Joshua is more fluid. He's a natural athlete. I think that Anthony Joshua could have played any sport and excelled in it. So looking at that, I really do believe that Anthony Joshua will become the first man to stop Kevin Mitchell, and I don't believe that the Jumbo Cummings moment isn't coming yet for Anthony Joshua. Plus, he's got good trainers around him, like with Tony Sims. Those guys. The reason why I like Tony is because Tony watches a lot of old school boxing, and I'm an old historian. So when guys are being embellished in the history, then you're going to pick up just by watching. I mean, knowledge is acquired by years of practice. You're not naturally born with knowledge. It's something that you by years of acquiring yourself to go and test yourself. So Anthony Joshua, 6 rounds, stop it. I don't think he's going to knock out Johnson like. I think he's going to be bludgeoning him where he's on the ropes and just bludgeon him, and that's what he's going to go do.
How busy should he be this year? 12 fights in.
No, he's busy.
I'm saying how busy should he be this year? Because obviously he fought 7 times last year. Can he do that again this year? Should he do that again this year? And if he does, what kind of quality of
when
opponent
Frank
should
Bruno
he
turned pro, Frank Bruno was fighting like every week.
Listen, when Lennox he fought 14 times a year.
Right. And Lennox Lewis is one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Give me facts. Lennox Lewis is top 10. Don't get twisted. Lennox Lewis is top 10. So therefore, there's nothing wrong with that. They say, well, what are they going by? Before, when we were saying, this is new for Eddie Hearn, what's he going to do with Anthony Joshua? What's he going to do? I think Eddie Hearn's doing excellently well with Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? And so he should be given credit for that, because the guy lives this game. The guy's focused, his mindset's on this thing. You know what I mean? I really do believe he's going to be world champion.
Let me rephrase the question then. If come November, December, what kind of opponent should he be taking on if he's as busy as we say he's going to be?
If he's busy then you could be looking at him and Tyson Fury. You could be looking at, I'll tell you what, I think like Derek Chisora got in some contractual disagreements or arrangements or all the rest of it, some craziness going on right now. Okay. I'd like to see him and Derek Chisora in there for him to gauge himself against Derek Chisora. I'd like to see them two getting on. That's the fight that I would like. I'd like to see Anthony Joshua and you see, and like you got Anthony Security Man that's laughing his head off right now. But that's the fight that I'd like to see. I'd like to see that fight. I'm straight down. I'd like to see that fight. Because Derek Chisora does remind me of Blanca from Street Fighter. You know what I mean? When I look at him, he does that. I don't think he's going to jump up and do that spinning thing and stuff. So, no, I'd like to see, you know what I mean?
He's got his temper, that's for sure.
Right.
If he beats Johnson on the weekend...
He will beat Johnson on the weekend.
When he beats Johnson on the weekend. Tyson beat Christian Hammer. Beat Johnson. Tyson beat Christian Hammer. They're going to share a body. Yeah,
it don't matter. No. It's got nothing to do with that. What I'm trying to say is this. Don't get twisted. Tyson Fury is very, very good. Right, he's a very, very good fighter. I ain't knocking him. But you see, me personally, I'm just looking on Anthony Joshua, and I'm saying that Anthony Joshua is to me right now on the platform of greatness. Do you understand? And how he's rolling as well. You don't know bad man stories about him. I think he's on the platform of greatness, and I think if you're on the platform of greatness and you embody yourself to it, you embrace that, you can only get to great things, and I think that's what he's doing.
Let's move on then. Kevin Mitchell, Linares.
Hard fight.
Big fight.
Hard fight.
Two of them have similar records, both lost, both from around similar time, 2010, 2011.
No, I'm being real.
Go for it.
Linares is a cuter fighter than Kevin Mitchell, right? Because Kevin Mitchell, no one can't tell me that he's not left-handed, because he's very left-hand happy, right? So he wears off for the power shot, but with Linares, who triggers shots from down the middle, straight down the line. So to beat those guys, you have to beat those guys with lateral movement. So you have to move out of their trajectory range, out of it, so you're on the outside of them and come back with your left hook. That is suited to someone like a Kevin Mitchell, who is left-hand happy. And not only that, but I'm looking on Linares, I'm seeing certain things in Linares which is kind of I'm not saying that his temperament is a bit suspect. So when you're looking at someone like that with that kind of temperament, then I'm you know what I mean, I'm going Kevin Mitchell points, but the crowd have to rattle Linares. When at the weigh-in, they got to rattle him because I know that his temperament's not too right. Swear down.
I was going to say he's fought in Las Vegas, California, and Japan in his last 3 fights. He's well travelled, but I think I said to Kevin earlier on, he wouldn't have been ready for the kind of fans that are going to meet him at the O2 this week.
And that's what he needs. He needs to get that so he can get rattled. Next thing again, I can't stop bigging up Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? It's not like Ra, because you know like Ra. Fire ban them, man. But what I'm saying is I can't stop bigging up Eddie Hearn for getting that fight over.
The man's doing a good job.
For getting that fight over here. Knowing that Ra, I'm giving you that home advantage. And the home advantage is here is like, remember, you're at the O2. Yeah? Where you're getting all them rowdy, man. Them West Ham, man. When they come down. And then, yeah. That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what I'm going for.
What about the rest of the bill?
Selby, Gradovich. I did a tactical breakdown for Gradovich. Gradovich does certain things where he throws shots. Reminds me a lot of there's an Irish fighter called Patrick Dunn, and he reminds me a lot of him. He throws punches and puts his head up, and they're not hurtful punches because you look at he's not a big knockout puncher, but he hits hard enough. But when you look at someone who's as big as Lee Selby, this is the most entitled that he is to win a world title, and you know what I mean. And out of the world champions that are there right now, you know what I mean, let's be real, Nicholas Walters is the best out there. Then you got Lemachenko. So the easiest route for him to say that I'm getting a world title fight is against Gradovich, who was brought in as cannon fodder for Billy Dim and turned it around.
IBF picked him up the other day though. Who? No, Mark, is he? IBF, did they pick him up the other day?
I don't care if they picked him up. What does that mean? You know what I mean? You're fighting Lee Selby, who's got loads of skills, got lateral movement, who can box southpaw and orthodox, and be comfortable at it. So I'm saying Lee Selby 115, 113 on points. But Lee Selby could knock him down because sometimes when Gradovich just throws his shots, sometimes when Gradovich throws his shots or when he throws his left hook, he brings his head up like he's looking for something. So if Lee Selby could time it, pull back, throw at a right hand and then a left hook counter, he could have him over.
Thanks for your time, Specs.
All right, man. It's always a pleasure. Yeah.
Hard work, dedication. Hard work. Dedication. Hard work. Dedication. And that's what we stick to.